Little Yachty has a Nike Air Force One low coming out this summer, lucky green colorway.
I have no beef with that shoe.
Uh,
When I saw Homeboy, what's the
who?
dude name? The dude, the dress, to do the
Bimma?
collabs. I saw his response to that, and he said it was lazy and all that. I saw that video,
was.
and I saw his.
I love Bimma, by the way. I'm mad at him, but I love him.
I saw it when he was at SneakerCon. They had a little back, or Yachty expressed
Those
his
complex
feelings, right?
con or something.
But to me, Yachty Air Force. If you love the West Indy Air Force One, right? You like the all white yellow with the West Indy on the back,
I can't remember.
right? You Rockefeller Air Force One. You like that, right?
No.
You don't like the Rockefeller Air Force One?
No.
Okay. But
No,
anyway,
I thought they was all. I mean,
but here's my
I
thing.
like
though.
the West Indies.
All
Yeah,
Air Force One with a logo.
That's the
Ooh.
same thing. He did the same thing except with his logo on it. So if we gonna drag his Air Force One, which you have the right to feel how you feel about that shoe, keep that same energy for the West Indy, for the Rockefeller Air Force One, for the Black Album Air Force One.
Now, did he like the West?
For the Spanish, the World Cup ones?
Did he like this? Because I don't know. Because I can't think of how these shoes look off the top of my head. But did Bimma like those shoes?
Oh no, he said it was a lazy collab and all
No,
that.
I'm saying the other shoes you named.
Well, I don't know. He hasn't did those videos on those. I'm just saying for the
Because I agree with him. Because I mean, honestly, like I'm gonna be honest. Like just throwing a logo on the shoe ain't enough for me to be like enamored with it.
Also, Nike ain't been the most here go the free reign with it either.
I
Did you just say just throwing the logo on the shoe?
Yeah, like you can't like dropping an all white Air Force One and then throwing a logo on it ain't moving me. But I mean,
Terror Squad Air Force One.
They ain't moving me.
I just trying to make sure your energy stay the same.
No, it just wasn't moving me. It's just like okay.
Because I mean, I feel like that's what they do with every single Air Force One.
Yeah, no, I mean, is it cool? Like if Nike said we're gonna give you an all white Air Force One, we're just gonna put the Sneaker Bus logo on there. All right, cool. I mean,
they did Travis Scott the same way, so
Cool.
I know.
But I'm not
did
gonna
Travis Scott like that with the Air Force One.
Yeah,
Yachty actually got a little bit more because he got the blue sole with the his logo on the tongue and on the side. Like,
but
me,
I don't know what. Because to Guru's point, I don't know what ideas Little Yachty had that may or may not have been shot down. Don't know. I can just go off of what
I
they
can
come
tell
out
by
with.
the clothing that
is like
the shoes. I could tell by the clothing that the shoe department held them back.
Okay, well that's fine. I mean, all I'm saying is just based on what I see, I am not moving. I'm not mad at Bimma for saying what he said, and I'm glad he said it. Now the reason I love and hate Bimma is because I feel like he took my whole fucking personality, but. Because he says a lot. Because I'll be like, I'm gonna say this, and then like I see a video and him saying exactly what I was gonna say, and I'm like, well, fuck it, he said it already. But I like Bimma. I think
it's like the Charlemagne approach, but it's like after so while, like dog, do you like something? Like everything can't be like it, or
you think he's negative?
To call somebody lazy, to call a collab lazy when there's other shoes that follow that same format that didn't get that same reception.
But if he's talking about that one shoe, if he's doing a video on that one shoe, why is he gonna bring in 20 other shoes that had nothing to do with that?
Because if you're gonna do that and discredit that, just say if I would have had more respect, he's saying these concrete Air Force Ones are lazy, just following the same blueprint as the West Indies and all these other ones that were lazy collabs that somehow people like. Then I can say, okay, you know the shoe history, you speaking on, but to say this is lazy and leave out all the other ones that came before, that's like saying Lil Wayne's terrible for putting a kid on the album cover. Well, then you ain't said that about Biggie, so you ain't said that about when Nas did it. When you know what I'm saying? That to me.
Oh no, I think
you can't.
What I'm gonna
trash
say
a
is
collab and don't.
What I'm gonna say is that I guess my whole thing is I've seen Bimma, be nice to other shoes and call out some other shoes. So I don't know. I see the consistency. I don't think he was railing against Yachty just because. Like it is a lazy ass collab. Now, whether that's Yachty's fault or Nike's fault, it's somebody's fault because that shit is basic as fuck. And I'm not mad at him for saying that shit. And if I'm mad
if you don't know, then just say, hey, Nike and Yachty. Don't just say Yachty got a lazy shoe.
Well, if Yachty is supposed to be the collaborator, then you're thinking, okay, this is his shoe. This is a Nike shoe because you got to use one of their silhouettes. But the collaborator is supposed to come in and put their stamp on it, and if this is the stamp that you put on it, I mean, yeah.
I mean, they don't let you put no.
But we don't know that.
The Dornbecker kids get the most freedom out of any collaborator.
I mean,
we agree, but that
there's probably reason behind that.
Yeah,
but no, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of context.
Fundraising,
but my thing is though, we don't know what type of power he did or didn't have.
We can speak
it's
from
just conjecture.
As well, though, too.
But we don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like for all we know, like Yachty could have came in there and said this was some shit he wanted to do, and Nike was like, bet, because we ain't got to spend no money. Okay, cool. So that's all I'm saying. But if I had to be mad at Bimma for anything, is for I'm not even really mad. I'm being facetious when I say that. But Ain't no way Yachty about to talk to me like, dog, you want to square up right there at Complex Con, because dog, you ain't about to talk tough on stage like that at me.
But bro, you felt that when people said what they said about the show.
But
and
what?
you said you was ready to square up.
I'm always ready to square up.
So you can't be mad for Yachty feeling like that.
No,
if you been in
I'm talking
Yachty's
about
shoes.
Bimma. No, you ain't about to yell at me on stage.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm saying,
no.
I'm saying Yachty. Yachty said that what he said to Bimma.
Hold on, it depends. First of all, Bimma ain't say, he ain't go all, like, he ain't get disrespectful. He was just like, it's a basic ass shoe, which it was.
But cool, you can't determine what somebody else finds disrespectful. White people could say, "Oh, that's just that's look real blackish," and we could take it personal. All I said
words
was
mean
blackish.
something. Basic is basic. Like, that is literally a definition for that.
But here's my thing: if you call
If
a girl,
it's a white
go out there and call a woman a basic chick and see how she takes that.
I don't care how she takes it.
Exactly, but you don't care. But that don't mean she can't react a certain way.
But that doesn't mean she isn't basic either. You can be offended by the word basic, but that does
That's
not.
objective. So don't. If it's your opinion, don't say.
Objectively,
I feel
like
though.
if some word, like I said, words mean something. Basic.
Cool.
It's a white shoe with a logo. That is as basic as you can fucking get.
Just cool. Just say I feel the shoe is basic. But when you make a declarative statement saying
now,
that
if he
shoe
said
is
something
basic,
about Yachty, now if he said, man, Yachty whack as fuck because he ain't got no creativity. Now that's a personal attack. Now it's like, okay, you saying this dude. I was about to say something else.
See, if somebody said your rock and roll shoe was like lazy and none of that, you would feel a certain way about that.
Hold on. Me now, I'd probably be like, okay.
Back in 2018, you wouldn't feel like that though.
Yeah, I mean, younger
That's
me,
exactly.
yes.
So
Younger me, yes.
already just said
okay,
you-
look at
No,
if you
younger me,
you felt that in your early 30s, Yachty can't feel that at 23.
But once again, that's a conversation to be had though. I would have been like, okay, what's lazy about it? Point out the laziness, because then I would point out the bottle and all the different colors and everything that I implemented into that shoe to show why it wasn't lazy. We can have that whole conversation.
But he never.
But I don't know if I would have got as mad as Yachty. Would I be annoyed? Would I be, would I be a little pissed? Yeah, I'd be like,
certain stuff you would fight over. You get mad at. I would let fly.
I'm saying I don't know if I would have responded like Yachty. Now, my thing is, I'm sitting in the crowd,
when I got short of the chicken nugget, I just left off. You drove back.
Well, I ain't never drive back.
You did drive back.
No, I didn't.
You did drive back.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did drive back. You told us you drove back.
No, I was at work by the time I realized that they even shorted me.
You called,
and it wasn't even.
You called
I
corporate.
didn't get, that was.
I wouldn't call corporate of a nugget.
I didn't call corporate. I laughed at it because I posted it online because actually it wasn't even shorter than nugget. It was I ordered 10 nuggets and I get there and they took 2 chicken strips and cut it up into 10 pieces. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
That's creativity right there.
They really
that's more.
I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it because it was so stupid.
That's what you call thinking quick on your feet.
Like, we ain't got no more
But
nuggets.
that's actually more of a nugget than they processed nuggets.
But no, I mean probably. But my point is, I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it. I mean, some things ain't worth getting mad over.
They could have gave you no nuggets,
or they could have just said we don't have anything. You want to order something else?
But see, you was a valued customer that's probably been there, so they was like, we can't disappoint you.
That's probably explains why they closed.
If you thought that shoe was lazy, why not talk about it? I highlight that shoe that's dope.
But see, now that brings up a whole bigger issue. Anybody about to sit up here and tiptoe around motherfuckers?
Cool, if you're not going to tiptoe around other people's work.
Hold on. Every other industry, and this is where I agree with Nightwing, because Nightwing, he goes to bat on this. Every other industry has critics, right? There's movie critics, there's critics for cell phones, there's critics for music and all this other shit. All of a sudden now we can't criticize sneakers?
No, cool. I didn't say he couldn't criticize it. Just you can't. If
but
you don't criticize,
or find something. It's like no. If
you don't want Yachty saying that to you, or you
how he's supposed to know that Yachty is going to say something to him?
You called his thing lazy, and he's
called other shoes lazy.
Okay, cool. But here's my thing: other people who made shoes don't rap or not on the complex stage.
What that gotta do?
It don't have nothing to do. I'm saying you can't dictate. You can criticize people all you want to.
Bimma's not dictating,
but
I'm dictating.
Whatever comes with it, you gotta be okay. Whether it's somebody saying something, well, they go on stage
that
or whatever.
Part we agree with.
So that's all I'm saying. If you want to critique people's shoes,
that part
cool,
I agree with.
But be okay with. If you're gonna be Charlamagne, be okay with Birdman coming up there.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
I agree with
all
you.
that. That's all I'm saying.
No, that part I agree with.
That's what I'm saying.
It's one thing to sit there and say this shoe is lazy, lethargic, whatever words he used, whatever verbs he gave that shoe. There's one thing for that, but to get up in there and start barking the way he did, I was just like, bro.
Every artist is sensitive about that.
Some things, Some things. No, he not the first. Like, first of all, it's been plenty of people who's done plenty of things that have been criticized and they ain't did that shit. Now, I agree with you.
They never
if
got
you're
caught
gonna
in the
put
same
yourself,
spot, though. That's what
they
I'm saying.
have. Little Yachty ain't the first time.
No,
that somebody
who has
been
what sneaker?
Little Yachty the first person that's been on stage.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what sneaker critiquer, reviewer, or whatever got caught in the same. Say that sneaker YouTuber got called Yeezy shoe ugly. When was that time where that sneaker person was in the same room as Kanye?
I can't tell you because I've never been in every room.
No,
but I'm saying you can't tell me because as many. First of all, this ain't the first Complex Con that's had YouTubers that have said X, Y, and Z. This ain't the first Complex Con where they've had creators who've created X, Y, and Z. So I've never been to Complex Con. I would like to think that this ain't the first time that people who didn't like each other were in the same room. We've seen it at SneakerCon.
Most Complex Con stages usually just have the panel.
All I'm saying is this ain't the first time I've seen two people in a room or heard of two people in a room who necessarily didn't like each other. We've been in sneaker cons where people didn't like each other. All the stuff that happened behind the scenes that we found out after the fact.
So basically, it was either beef or orgies.
What? That happened. That was
the orgy thing is funny because it makes me think about the Dave Chappelle monologue on SNL. I'm in year has a Nike Air Force One low triple white, basically all white Air Force One, I think.
So it looks like that's a common thing Nike doing, slap your logo on these, y'all. So is that your fault? Is that Yachty fault?
No, once again, I didn't say it was Yachty's fault.
And when that shoe drop, I want your man's.
All I'm saying is
same energy for James Winner as he has for Yachty.
I'm saying both. When you're talking about blame, right? Both people share the blame, Nike and Little Yachty. Because at the end of the day, you putting your name on it just like they are, right? So if it's a great shoe, you're gonna get all the credit. If it's a bad shoe, the inverse of that is true. You're gonna get all the criticism. And so yeah, Nike deserves some blame. It ain't the whole pie don't go to either or. They split that shit.
But
down
my
the
thing
middle.
wasn't about the bride. My thing is keep the same energy for everybody. You didn't have that energy
We
for
agree
Travis
on
Scott.
that.
Slap that Air Force One on there. You got
I don't know
Yachty,
that.
Cool. We can go back. We look at this.
From what I've seen,
I looked through the page and I didn't see that.
From what I've seen, I've seen Bimma.
I want to see that same energy.
I've seen Bimma criticize other shoes. Little Yachty was not independent.
No, I'm talking about this Air Force One situation.
Oh,
if you got if you get your own Saucony, which they give people free reign, and it's like that, then yes, if Saucony give you your own shoe, you make it all white with a slither of green, then yes, you deserve that. But with Nike, who's been a little like.
Maybe she could be one of those annoying voices that goes, not that product.
When you give a collab, I was almost like, take your kid to Chuck E. Cheese. That's two. Like, oh, don't run over there. Come back over here. Like, that's kind of how they do that. And with the other collabs around the Air Force One, and they've been doing the same thing, that's what I'm saying. Hey, had that energy for Yachty, but have it for I'm on the Air Force One.
I actually would like to know what are the protocols for a collaboration, especially for a new collaborator. This would be his first shoe, right? Little Yachty's? This is his first shoe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I would like to know the protocol.
Little Yachty.
I don't either, so I couldn't tell you. Man.
Well, he wrote a lot of the songs on Fall the Dog, and he executive produced that.
Yeah, I don't listen to Drake, so.